Konnichiwa minato kange. Like always, thank you for joining me today in Zen Figure Reviews. Today I have one of my top favorite nightmare frames featured in the movies Akito the Exiled, brought to us, of course, by the awesome Robot Damashi line from Bandai. Here we have Alexander Type 2 variations piloted by Ryo Samaya and Yukiya Naruse. These two, alongside Ayano Kozaka, were recruited by Leila Malkal and Akito to create the Wyvern Squadron. So let's get these guys opened. This is what the figure looks like right out of the box. These Alexanders come with plentiful accessories. Aside from the blisters, we also have the instruction sheet. This blister is the same as the one with the previous Alexander. I won't show you how to do the transformation to the spider form. You can just check out my other video because I don't wish to bore you in this one with so much detail that I've already reviewed. This blister here will be my main focus point for this video. The Alexander Type 2 variation for Ryo is almost identical to that of the original Alexander Type 2, but has just enough differences to have you feeling like you've got a whole new figure. The shoulder armor pieces, the thigh and lower back guards are among those differences, but the main one I think resides on the color theme and head sculpt, now with a triple visor on the head in a neon green that makes the color for the figure really pop. The overall composition is exactly the same as the original, so of course you're getting the same amount of unmatched articulation and crazy detail. The gold paint still remains visible, as well as the snow white plastic and metallic gray for the build of the mecha. Believe me, I find no reason why not to love this figure. It's a definite must if you're an Akito fan or overall robot lover. I'll start things off by showing you this first accessory, which is a missile launcher, molded all in dark gray plastic. It does open to reveal the missiles inside, and on the back it has a paint application of metallic silver on these vents. Up next we have this very cool looking axe piece that has no handle, but I'll show you how that's supposed to fit on the forearm of the Nightmare. It is molded in two different colors, a light and a dark gray. Here we have another axe piece, but this one actually has a pole for it to be held. It is mainly the same thing, although the difference is just that it has something to be wielded with, but the colors also remain the same, a dark and light gray, a few differences in the sculpting, but what you're supposed to do is you grab this, and well, that's how it fits on. So now that we've seen the accessories, let's take a look at the cockpit, because that's where we're going to attach most of the accessories. What you do is you take the two side panels where the emblem is kind of insignia with two wings on it, and you're going to take them off on each side. Once you've removed the two panels, you get these openings. It's like a ball socket where you'll be able to fit on these two pieces here that will attach one on each side. This is how the figure looks once you've placed both of the arms. Now you can take the missile launcher, and you see this here groove. You're going to peg it onto one of the arms. The picture shows it goes on the left side, so that's where I'm going to place this one. And well, you do have a bit of articulation because the arm is on a ball joint, upper and downward movement. You do get a bit of posability and maneuvering with this arm and the missile launcher. And here we have the rifle. It will also attach the same way onto the arms of the cockpit. So you take it, put it in with a bit of pressure, and now you have a rifle on one side and a missile launcher. Really quickly, something I may have even forgot to have shown you in my previous video is where these pieces go. So they will attach onto the side where the panels used to be, and they're actually there to allow you to cover up that space with the panels themselves. So once you've put it in, you take the white panels, and each one will correspond for the little piece you've already inserted, and with those grooves and pegs here in the center, you will be able to attach them and cover up the gap that you've created once you removed the panels. And this is how the figure will look once you've put both of them on, and well, they do the job. We're just about finished reviewing this figure, but let me just show you this last piece here, which is an arm that you are able to pose along with the cockpit. You are able to slide the rifle through any side really, and well, it will hold it and also allow you to interchange this arm with the one that I have shown you previously. Also, this piece here at the tip is removable, and you can replace it with this smaller piece here, and what it will do is give you an extra range of motion. You take the peg and you plug it in to the groove, and once you've done that, you'll create a whole new sort of adapting piece here, and you'll take the rifle, you slide it into there, and well, that's how it's going to be held. Also, you're able to do this with not only the rifle, but for the missile launcher as well. So you have those two options for posing with either one of the arms, interchanging, of course, the triple kind of grip for this smaller, more flexible and articulated tip. Here we have a bottom-to-top view of the Alexander Type 2 for Yukiya. The figure is exactly the same as the one shown previously. Everything about it is identical, except again for the head sculpt. It now has these two antenna devices on the sides, and the visor is now in a T-shape. Everything else is the same. I only wish they could have provided for these Alexanders an upgrade kit just like they did for the Gurren and the Albion with the Hyper Wing set. They would have looked incredibly awesome, and well, we can't complain. They already have enough interchangeable parts as is, but it would not have hurt us, the fans. This Alexander now comes with two Slash-Harkins. These are the versions where the Slash-Harkins have not been deployed yet. They are painted in gold and a bit of red on these dots that give it kind of this robotic sort of look. Also, you get the deployed versions for them, which are on that, well, very common wire that is flexible and posable, and they look identical as if they were really being deployed, which is something great in addition to this figure because we don't really have any other Slash-Harkins that can be used for any of the other Alexanders. And just to show you very quickly how you're supposed to place these Slash-Harkins, what you do is you have a groove here on both of the arms, and you take the Slash-Harkin, you peg it on there with a bit of pressure, like most of the accessories on this figure, and well, that's how it goes on. And you'll do the exact same thing when you're trying to interchange the ones for the deployed versions of the Slash-Harkins. They'll fit on just the same way. This here is my favorite accessory for the whole boxed figure. It has a kind of sort of barrel look to it, and it will be used with the, well, twin rifle that we've seen for all of the other Alexanders. What you do is you take the rifle and you have to take off the tip. Once you do that, you'll see you'll create sort of like a slot that will now allow you to attach the other piece I've already showed you. But before you do that, you're going to have to do the same thing to the back side of this barrel part for the rifle. And once you've done that, you're going to take another one of the accessories that come along with this figure, and you're going to attach it as a centerpiece in order to connect both the rifle and the barrel together. So once you've done this, you'll take both sides and you'll attach them each to the corresponding end that is supposed to be placed on, and well, there you go. Now you've got this long looking kind of mechanical rifle, and it looks amazing. Something else you're able to do with this same piece here is, well, return it to the same way you had it before you deattached the end and placed it onto the rifle. You're going to just put the piece that you removed back on, and then you'll be able to attach it to one of the arms placed on the back of the piloting cabin, and now you have two rifles instead of one. Also, something worth mentioning is that both of these figures are able to use the blades that come out of the wrist They have 4 in total, where you'll be able to use 2 on each figure if you so wish. And finally, guys, here we have the Spyder Head. What you do is you take this closed up helmet head and you're supposed to deattach it, and well, you'll replace it in order to cover up the top side of the Spyder Head with that one. Once again, we've reached the end of our video today. I want to thank you for sticking around till the end and joining me for this review. These are extraordinary figures over the top of many Robot Damashi figures that I own to date. They are packing accessories, extraordinary articulation, wonderful paintwork, exceptional quality. I just can't say enough good things about them. So if you get them, really, you'll know what I'm talking about. Don't think twice if you see them around. Pick them up. Thanks again, guys, for joining me. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it, subscribe, and remember, buy what you love. すぐに戻ってくる.